At the time, it was a bustling, even crowded urban neighborhood. Within walking distance, at least a dozen churches. So when a handful of men dug the basement for this house of worship by hand and laid the cornerstone on the high holiday of 1901, it would be for the first permanent synagogue in the city of South Bend, a city of many faiths where the Sons of Israel Synagogue still stands today, well over 100 years later, vacant, without congregation for more than 2 decades. Now lovingly restored as part of Four Winds Field at Stanley Kovaleski Baseball Stadium in downtown South Bend.
One of the things about that building that just astounds me is that it still exists. It almost has some kind of karma for a building. It just has defied the odds that it's been around so long. You walk in and everybody that's with you just stops talking because the room has such a way of captivating you. You just stop and look and absorb. It's got a grandeur to it.
It is such a special place to so many people who are still in the community. It's always kind of weighed, I think, on everybody's minds, like, is it okay? I drive past it all the time just to make sure that it's still there, and the fact that it's going to be a part of something bigger now, I think is a really good thing.
I grew up in this building, and we would come there on the high holidays and on Shabbos, and the cultural diversity of the neighborhood is something that people should know about, because the neighborhood is as important as the building.
When that was built around the turn of the 20th century, it was right smack in the middle of a very vibrant community.
It was the center of town. It was where everything took place. And for the kids who grew up there, it was their whole world. And that's where everybody lived. That's where the butcher and the baker and, every dry goods shop, everything was right there. And it wasn't just the Jewish community that was there also. I mean, they talk about, the Polish Catholic neighbors and the Irish neighbors, and, that everybody was living together and creating community in a really small space. I can almost taste it.
What's being proposed for this wonderful building is respectful. It honors the building's past. You can still go to that, whether you're going to shop at the team store or whether you're going there as a person who appreciates history.
There was a significance that the synagogue had survived 3 ballparks. And here we were renovating Kovaleski Stadium. The feeling was, let's keep the synagogue part of the stadium. There must be some spiritual baseball connection between the 2 buildings. And right now it's going to serve a fabulous purpose.
It'll be a destination. It'll be a place people can go to all year round. That the fence is going to protect it and keep it inside the park. I think in the long run that's good for everybody. It makes it real. It makes it not so abstract. It's not just a picture in a book or a newspaper article from many years ago, but real bricks and floors and wood, and they all tell the same story. They all were kind of witness to what life was like back then, and I think that just makes it so easy to pass that on, to really tell its story to the next generation.
I am very happy that this building that we are in is now going to be part of the Kovaleski Stadium complex.
It is now truly part of baseball lore, and there's not a single baseball stadium in all of America, in the major leagues or the minor leagues, that can boast a synagogue on its property, right where people used to sit and pray and have weddings and bar mitzvahs. And to think of the families and the people that went through there, where lives were started and in some cases lives ended. There's a great circle of life there.
It may be the only memory left of this once thriving urban neighborhood. And in all these years, it's never once suffered the indignity of vandalism or even graffiti. That says a lot about this community. Let those who love you be as numerous as the sands and the stars of heaven. The Sons of Israel Synagogue at Four Winds Field in downtown South Bend.